Cenat is going from streaming
Ice in the veins.
straight to the league. And after going number 2 overall to the Jazz and having a great first season, there was one small problem. So we're gonna fix that by using this wheel to give Kai some inches. Kai didn't do too bad last season. He actually did really well. But 5'4" in this league, not gonna cut it. There's 6 options on this wheel, 3 of which he loses height, 3 of which he gains height. Yes, 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 yes! Kai's getting a little growth spurt. And now an 86 overall with 5 added inches, Kai looked to make his first playoffs. Averaging almost 17 points and 9 assists, I was shocked by his performance, especially on the boards. How is Kai getting 5 rebounds per game? Kai's tenacious rebounding got the Jazz a 46-36 record, as well as the 7 seed. Kai slipped in the playoffs. Kai slipped in the playoffs. While I was amped up for Kai's first playoff appearance, I knew that the Thunder, a team of tall, alien-like creatures, might be a problem. Mr. Cenat might be getting leveled here in a second. I mean, yeah, he's just playing the tallest team in the league, and he's like the shortest player in the league. That'll go well. And while he tried, my prediction was correct. Kai got beat game 1, 2, and 3 pretty bad. 3-0, don't get swept. And to be honest, I was wrong for doubting Kai, because one thing about him, when he's down, he's certainly not out. Okay, Kai! Kai, you're going crazy! How is this possible? It's gonna go to a game 7. Kai had successfully mounted a 3-zip comeback. Kai, just coming through again! That's what I'm saying, Damon Bruce. Kai, I don't know how you did it, but it's game 7. You were down 3-0. And as Kai looked down the barrel of this game 7, there was one thing left for him to do. Get after it. Kai put on an electrifying performance. He shocked Oklahoma City just as much as the previous 3 games. But the game, of course, was back and forth, and it came down to the last second. 1 second left, 2-point game. But in reality, it was Jazz ball. KC3 had this sealed. Kai's got it bagged. He came back down 3-zip. Oh my Kai. You don't have to do him like that. To me, Kai seemed unstoppable, mounting the biggest playoff deficit of all time. But this Lakers team in the next round would not make things so easy. They still have LeBron and AD. God, this team is actually kind of sick. But regardless, Kai took game 1 in Los Angeles, but the Lakers took a 2-1 advantage, making things interesting and ultimately leaving us at a game 6, which Kai dominated in, forcing another game 7. We know how this is gonna go.
Yo, Cenat, eat a Frank, boy.
All right. Wraps. After an embarrassing Game 7 loss to the Lakers, all Kai could hope for was to get a little taller. We need Kai to be 7 foot really soon. Another 5? How is that 2? All right, 2, that's fine. He's almost 6 foot. He's almost 6 foot. Now being 5'11" and an 88 overall, Kai was ready for his 3rd season, in which he would make every inch count, finally being able to dunk the ball and even get a few blocks. He was a force to be reckoned with, and he wanted back into the playoffs, and that he did, getting a 4 seed in the West. Okay, this Kings team is awful. Why is Talen Horton-Tucker so wide? And while it was funny now, I stopped laughing pretty quickly when the fridge-like build of Talen Horton-Tucker took over and the Kings took a 2-zip lead. I mean, Kai, 2-0 to the Kings. That roster was awful. While Kai stepped it up and won game 3, the Kings won game 4, taking a 3-1 lead, and I let out a little bark of frustration. Oh, no, Kai. But if you've been paying attention thus far, you know that Kai loves game 7s, which is exactly why he won game 5 and 6, forcing a game 7. And in this crucial game 7, Kai and the Jazz jumped out early. Game 7, baby. Let's get it, Kai. But the game got closer and closer, and the Kings' late lead made me a little nervous. No, 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 no. Come back, Kai. Okay, 3-point game, 32. We're jumping in. Markelle Fultz, you better not sell this out. Come on, bud. Markelle? Okay, they gotta get a stop. Why are you fouling? The Jazz's unnecessary late game fouling led to a 5-point deficit and just not enough time to overcome it. But hey, at least Kai has a chance to get even taller. Kai, you need it here, bud. Come on. Come on. Okay, alright, could have been worse. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. The loss of an inch actually made Kai's overall go up to a 91. And he had another really solid season, averaging almost 19 points and 9 assists. But to be honest, his teammates weren't that good, as the Jazz only finished 42-40 and barely made the playoffs. The Jazz snuck right into the playoffs. Ja Morant is a 98. Cenat is not a 98. And so Ja Morant, being at the peak of his prime, would help him go up 2-0 on the Jazz. Yup, 2. Told you. I'm right on track. But I didn't doubt Kai for long, as he tied the series at 2 apiece, going crazy in the next game 3 and 4. And while the Grizzlies took a 3-2 lead, Kai took it back to Salt Lake City, dropping an insane stat line and forcing, of course, another game 7. Yup, give it to Kai. Look at him, man. Look at the stat line. Ugh, you love to see it. So, of course, Kai went into this game 7 against Ja Morant and completely outperformed him, leading the Jazz to the second round. Kai got it done. Don't play with Mr. Cenat. But after upsetting the 1 seed in round 1, in round 2, there was a familiar alien-like face. Now he's back playing OKC, my god. And the Thunder would take game 1 in a dominant win, but Kai would come back in the next 2 games and get 2 wins. But this 2-1 lead wasn't enough, as the Thunder came back and took over the series, going up 3-2, leaving Kai looking at a crucial game 6. Okay, Kai, we're in this situation for the 30th time. Please, Kai. And so, of course, KC3, loving elimination games, went in and took over. He played really well, but the game was still back and forth down to the last 30 seconds. And as it became apparent that Kai was going to force a game 7, I got a little too excited because I thought this was the game 7. He traps! Up 8 with 30 seconds left? How does he keep doing this? He's winning another game 7. I thought it was over. I thought that was game 7. Why do I do this? This has happened before. It was to force a game 7. I'm an idiot, bro. I'm actually so stupid. But regardless of my stupidity, there still was a game 7 for Kai to win. And boy, was he ready for it. All right, Kai. Again, we've been in this situation 8 million times. Let's see it. He's down 51. Well, this one was a close one, to say the least. Kyler got smoked by about 50 points. And I hate to say it, but this would be the start of a huge collapse. He did continue to get better, but the Jazz did not, as in 2028 he lost an inch and finished 37-45. Then in the next season he lost 3 inches and missed the playoffs again, finishing 39-43. Bro, he keeps missing the playoffs. And boy, losing another inch in 2030, he was a 92 overall, but the Jazz got smoked again. But it doesn't end there. In 2031, he gained 2 inches and missed the playoffs, finishing 37-45. This is so bad. But right before the 2032 season, one wheel spin would change everything. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Thank God, bro. We needed that so bad. Kai now was officially 6 feet tall and a 93 overall, and I really couldn't contain myself. 6 feet. Kyler, you're getting mighty tall. And Kyler was also getting mighty strong. Throughout the season, he bodied the best players in the league on defense, also charging through the paint and slamming down the ball. He led the Jazz to a 1 seed with a 58-24 record. And also, the Twiggy alien guy on the Thunder was now on the Jazz. He's got Chet. Oh, this roster's nice. 58-24, 1 seed. Doesn't get better than that. And in these playoffs, Kai wasn't taking any prisoners. In round 1, he absolutely smoked the Lakers. And while it took 6 games in round 2, he eventually got around to beating the Kings. Let's go to the conference finals! Kai was officially on his deepest playoff run ever. But in these conference finals, he would have to face his friend. Oh yeah, I forgot I put Agent in his draft class. And it's a good thing Kai is now 6 foot, because Agent is a post-scoring demon. This is a 1 versus 2 seed. 2 friends, 2 boys, going head to head. Though Agent seemed locked in as ever, Kai came out and took the first 2 at home. But then going back to Houston, Agent body slammed Kai, taking the next 2 games with ease. But KC3 showed no sign of quit, taking game 5. But of course, Agent responded, taking game 6 and leaving us at yet another game 7. We got a game 7. There's always a game 7 when Kai is involved. I don't know why I don't make the rules. I really don't. This winner-take-all game was as intense as you'd expect. Kai would get a double-digit lead, but then Agent would cut it right back down. But then in the 4th quarter, Agent made it out of reach for Kai, and I knew what was coming. Kai, no! It's really hard to stop the post god when you're Kai Cenat. Agent's just diff, dude. There's no other way to say it. And after Agent made Kai apologize for all the trash talk, his career went down the drain pretty quickly, as in the next 2 seasons, he lost a total of 6 inches in height, resulting in him finishing his career on the Lakers, where he got sent down to the G League, requiring him to return to streaming and even enter his emo phase.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
If you enjoyed Kai's career in the NBA, click on the middle of the screen to see how Aiden's went.